Let's go gambling! If you're looking for a few ways to make your bets in Minecraft, then you're in the right place. Starting at number 1, dispensers, which have a random chance at spitting out one of any of their 9 different inventory slots. Only half of all igloos contain the secret basement. Villages have a chance of spawning with a blacksmith for some frankly mediocre loot nowadays. Leaf blocks can occasionally drop saplings, sticks, and apples. To the dismay of my short-lived speedrunning career, lava pools can generate in random places across the seed. Speaking of speedrunning, ender pearls only have a 50% chance to drop from endermen. Ruined portals as well as shipwrecks can be found at random places across your Minecraft world. Drowned only have a 1 in 16 chance of spawning with a trident. Fortune baby can give you more drops per ore, or not. Bartering and blaze rods, all staples of not bad speedrunners, are entirely luck-based. A newer addition, trial vaults, are literally just loot boxes. Now here's a fun one, digging straight down, never ends poorly. Dungeon loot, it can give you a notch apple or string. As Green has recently showed us, fishing certainly might give you a mending book. Diamonds and ancient debris are 2 of the more beautiful ways to hit big in Minecraft. Oh boy, don't we love librarians. Goat horns can drop a variety of fun little noises. Like trial vaults, trial spawners have their own loot table that they can give out at random. Suspicious stews are a great way to try your luck out of naturally generating structures, to often disappointing results. Archaeology can give you cool stuff like the relic disc, or candles. Enchanting tables, or enchantment tables, or whatever the heck they call them. A great way to waste time instead of getting villagers for your enchants. Speaking of villages, cats can spawn in a variety of colors in those villages, and the fish that they eat can spawn in even more, it's honestly way too many to count. About half of all end cities spawn with end ships, and the other half are disappointments. Here's a big one, biomes generate randomly based on the, bajillion different seed combinations. Nitwits. That's it. Zombies have a small chance to drop iron, potatoes, and carrots. Desert temples can occasionally spawn with some great loot, like enchanted golden apples and diamonds. And end cities have even better loot, like enchanted diamond gear. Don't we all love waiting around 30 minutes for a pillager captain to spawn? Horse stats are pretty useless with the elytra around, but you gotta roll pretty high to get maxed out. Skeletons can rarely spawn riding spiders, and, well, zombies can...
Chicken jockey!
About 1 in 20 skeletons are actually left-handed. Consistently, the best loot in the game is found in ancient cities, but it's still a gamble. Eating chorus fruit can teleport you to a random low-to-the-ground spot. When a skeleton kills a creeper, it can drop any of the original C418 discs. Occasionally, upon teleporting with an ender pearl, an endermite can spawn in your wake. Dungeons can spawn in for skeletons, zombies, or spiders. Sheep can spawn in a few different colors, with pink of course being the rarest. Sniffers can dig up a whopping 2 plants. They really did not give that feature as much love as it deserved. As of recent updates on Java, salmon size is now random. Iron golems can drop 3 to 5 iron, which is not a great return on investment. Rabbits can randomly spawn in a few different colors, although sadly none of those are the killer bunny. Chicken eggs have a 1 in 16 chance of spawning a baby chicken, although they can even spawn 4 in one throw. Speaking of chicken, raw chicken actually has a chance of giving you the hunger effect. Eye of Ender have a 20% chance of shattering when thrown. Axolotls can be found in a variety of colors, and sometimes mudkip. Skeletons have random accuracy depending on your difficulty. When activated, TNT actually moves very slightly in a random direction. When spawning, pandas actually have a very small chance to turn brown. All mobs, except for baby mobs and the bat, because the bat is useless, drop varyingly random amounts of XP. And of course, the same thing goes for ores. Fire spread is actually random, although your house isn't surviving either way. Thunderstorms can occasionally spawn skeleton horsemen. When booting up your game, the title screen has a chance to say, Mince Raft. And now I've rambled on long enough, I'll introduce our first guest speaker, Mr. Fakefoot.
Well, how about some late night gambling? On Halloween, certain mobs have a 22% chance of spawning with a pumpkin on their head, but maybe you don't even want to play the game. Well, in that case, the title screen has 447 different possible splash texts, so just choose one, launch the game, and hope you get lucky. Jumping back into the game, did you know that there is a 1 in 1024 chance of breeding a natural brown mushroom? Still better than finding a shiny Pokemon. But all of these have been pretty complicated. So let's make things simpler. Minecraft worlds have 4 distinct quadrants, so when you load up a brand new world, you have a 25% chance of spawning in the one of your choice. Staying on the simple side, Minecraft has 38 unique enchantments, and when you fish up an enchanted book, it could be any of these. So before you go fishing, choose an enchantment and you have a 2.6% chance of being right. Have you ever heard that crazy statistic that says strongholds have a 1 in 1 trillion chance of generating with all the ice filled in? Well, that's because each individual portal frame has its own chance of generating an eye. I won't get into the specific odds because it gets pretty crazy. But if you want, pick a number between 1 and 12 and see if it matches how many eyes generate in your portal. On the subject of complicated odds, did you know villages can theoretically generate an infinite number of houses? So if you want to really test your luck next time, see a village and guess how many buildings are in it, and see if you're correct. Speaking of testing your luck, did you know the largest diamond vein that's been found is 44 individual ore? The chances of finding something like this naturally is astronomically low, so best to just sticking to guessing between 1 and 8 diamonds. Jumping back into simple odds, there are 4 different bastion types, so next time you see a bastion, call out which type you think it is, and you have a 25% chance of being right.
Decorated pots and trial chambers contain some okay loot, I guess. Bone meal randomly spreads grass and flowers in a small area. When you have the infestation effect, you have a chance to spawn a silverfish every time you get hit. When you generate a new world, it picks a random world seed. When mined, Gilded Blackstone either drops golden nuggets or itself. Ghasts have a chance of dropping their tears, which is not morbid at all. Slime spawn naturally in one of 3 different sizes. And the same thing goes for magma cubes. Each tick, crops have a small chance to grow. When broken without fortune, melons drop 3 to 7 slices. We're almost done, but we have one more speaker. Lance Y.
Did you know that zombies have 5% chance to spawn as a baby? Well, that one was easy, but Stronghold can generate in 8 rings around 0-0. Buried treasures spawn randomly along the coastlines. What's that? The randomly changing weather looks like rain? Perfect for my Trident PvP practice. More on generation, Nether fortresses spawn randomly across the quadrants of the Nether. Wandering traders can spawn randomly in the overworld to give you free leads. Got insomnia? After a few days without sleeping, phantoms spawn randomly in waves of increasing size. Pandas can spawn with increased aggression, making them attack the player more. When entering a new dimension, the safety of your spawn point can be quite the gamble. In searching for totems in a woodland mansion, the random layout can act as a bit of a maze.
In the Update Infinite, you could make portals to completely randomly generated worlds. In one of the earliest April Fool's updates, turning on or off redstone could spawn a red silverfish called the redstone bug. In the vote update, a random option will be chosen for you to add to the game. And in that update, if you find yourself on the moon, there's a random chance for a lunar base to spawn. When shooting a bow and arrow, your aim is slightly skewed in a random direction. Although rotten flesh is pretty well known for giving you the hunger effect, it doesn't have a full guarantee. Upon death, wither skeletons have a small chance of dropping a wither skeleton skull. Added in the vote update, the golden chest has a random chance of turning any item in it into a golden variant. And in that update, if you kill any entity with a chest, like a minecart or a llama, it has a chance to drop the dupe hack item. When mining, especially in strongholds, any block has a chance to be replaced with a silverfish infested version. And finally, number 100, explosions! Wow, that was a lot. If you made it this far in the video, let me know if any of these were new to you. Big thanks to Mr. Fakefoot and Lance Y for helping me with this project. Now, have fun gambling, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next video.